Hi, this is Bobby Franklin, President and CEO of the National Venture Capital Association, where we empower the next generation of transformative American companies. We wanted to start a new quarterly video series to give you an update of what we're focused on here at NVCA. So we picked 9 things for you for the first quarter of 2019. Here we go. Number 1 is data. And the PitchBook NVCA Venture Monitor that we released a few weeks ago showed an amazing year in 2018 with almost 9,000 investments into portfolio companies, which is great for the American entrepreneurs. Number 2, changes to foreign investment. As you may know, the FIRMA legislation that was signed into law last year now needs to be implemented. These are significant changes and gives power to the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States. So whether or not you have a foreign LP, or whether or not you're an entrepreneurial company that's getting an investment from a foreign entity, there are changes that will come. Now, we've tried to make it easier by updating our model legal documents, which you can find on our website at nvca.org, to help you navigate the new challenges. Number 3, when it comes to policy, and the ERA and RIA definitions, which we would like to update to make sure that whether or not you're doing more secondaries, or you're wanting to make investments in cryptocurrencies, or even make investments in other funds, those activities should be updated so that an ERA doesn't have to all of a sudden register to become an RA. And all of this together allows you to make more investments into the portfolio companies. Number 4, everyone's favorite, tax policy. The election last November made a lot of changes to the way tax policy will be debated, not only here in Washington, but around the country. And it's our job to help educate policymakers so that they understand that tax policy should help encourage entrepreneurship, as well as encourage new company formation. That's important for us to convey. It's important for you to help us convey that to all elected leaders. Number 5, the Volcker Rule. You know, before the Volcker Rule passed, there were a lot of banks that really helped capital formation for VC investors in the middle part of the country. And one of the things that we point out to policymakers is that that change alone has made it much more difficult to support the entrepreneurs that are located everywhere in the United States. So we're working hard with policymakers here in Washington to make a change to that Volcker Rule so that banks can once again be an important source of capital for investment in entrepreneurs. Number 6, working groups. Here at NVCA, it's important for us to understand what's important to you. And so we have dynamic working groups on a variety of issues. 2 new ones this year are regional working groups to address issues like we just talked about with the Volcker Rule, the unique challenges that it brings to folks outside the traditional epicenters of venture capital. And 2, new technologies. We have a working group on blockchain. We need to understand from those of you on the front line of making investments in cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology, what's important, and how we should advise policymakers here in Washington over what they should do, and sometimes more importantly, what they shouldn't do. Number 7, we like to call our initiatives around diversity and inclusion venture forward, because we need to move the industry forward, make it more diverse and inclusive. I have 2 areas I'd like to raise with you. Number 1, new program that we started last year and continuing this year called LP Office Hours. This is our way to bring together limited partners and general partners to simply give advice to new diverse investors who are trying to start a new firm or trying to raise a new fund. Make sure they understand from experts what's important and what's not. Also, our partnership with Deloitte continues with the Human Capital Survey. We were in the field at the end of last year doing a survey, making sure we understand what's changed or what hasn't changed when it comes to our industry. And we'll soon be releasing the results of the 2nd Human Capital Survey. This goes along with what we did in 2016 so that we can see what happened in a 2-year period. Did we make progress, or do we still have more work to do? I know we have more work to do, but it's important that you measure. You can't improve what you don't measure, and that's our commitment to the industry. Number 8, our efforts around education. You know, last year we started the Venture Capital Symposium with our partners and friends at Stanford University. We're repeating that event this March 26th and 27th in Palo Alto. You can go to our website for more information and to sign up and register. It's an opportunity for leaders in the industry and those serving on the boards of portfolio companies to get the latest information, what they need to know, and bring back to their firms as well as their portfolio companies. Also, I hope you saw, we just announced our new partnership with Berkeley. And this is more for new entrants into the venture capital space. It's an online curriculum anybody can take. You can sign up from the comfort of your home or your office. You can get a certificate at the end of the course. We're also taking this Venture Capital University, as we call it, on the road. And in the first part of the year, we'll be in the Midwest. We'll be in Michigan in a partnership with the University of Michigan. Later on in the fall, you'll see us in the South, around New Orleans, in partnership with Tulane University. These are part of our efforts to make sure that as people come into the industry, they get the right education and learning. And hopefully this helps support more venture capital activity in parts of the country that haven't seen a lot. And lastly, number 9, we're going to update our website. We want to make it more member friendly so you can find the information that you need to know about what's happening at NVCA. Also though, we want to make sure the website is an easy place for policymakers and their staff to find out more about the role that you all play alongside entrepreneurs in help building the next great American companies. So look for that coming soon. So there you have it. That's our 9 to start off the new year. I look forward to seeing you at the next quarterly update. But until then, I look forward to seeing you in person at the many NVCA events we continue to host.